What's up, everybody? It's Chris again. Back at you with the Hopkins Pavlik prediction. So first off, we got Kelly Pavlik, 34-0. He's coming off a third round TKO over mandatory, or as it turned out, mandatory challenger Gary Lockett. He's fighting Bernard Hopkins, whose record's 48-5-1. He's coming off the split decision loss to Joe Calzaghe. Both those fights were on HBO, so I'm sure most, if not all of you, seen them. As did I. Pavlik looked impressive against Lockett, who not quite sure why he was a mandatory. I've never heard of the guy. I don't know who he had beaten to earn that spot. Probably it was just his promoter paying the sanctioning body to move him up. Hopkins is coming off the loss to Calzaghe. Actually, I thought Calzaghe would win more convincingly, just because Hopkins' age and Calzaghe's style. He throws a lot of punches, and Hopkins is a lot more economical. So I thought Calzaghe would win more convincingly. It ended up being a closer fight. Hopkins did knock him down in the first round. Caught him with a punch. Didn't really stun him. Didn't really hurt him, I shouldn't say. Kind of stunned him, but Hopkins got tired late in the fight. Like I said, he's economical with his punches. But towards the end of the fight, he was really not throwing very much at all. And he even was he was even complaining about a low blow that wasn't even a low blow. He was kind of, I don't really know what to say. He was just being a little bit whiny at the end of that fight. I think he was tired and he was just looking for excuses to get time. But anyhow, I pretty much see this fight the same way I saw Tarver Dawson over the weekend. We have a fighter who's young in his prime, or reaching his prime, against an older fighter who's past his. Now, I don't think that Pavlik's going to KO him or TKO him. Not that that's not out of the realm of possibility, but Hopkins is pretty crafty. He's hard to hit. I mean, Calzaghe was throwing punches, but he's just so good defensively that it's hard to hit him. Unfortunately, that's most of his offense seems to be his defense. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He figures if you're not hitting him, then how could you be winning the fight, even if he only hits you a few times? Which obviously doesn't make for the most entertaining fight. But Calzaghe's got Kelly Pavlik's got a very high work rate. He's got a good 1-2, and obviously he's got the power. I just think he's going to outwork Hopkins. It's probably going to be an ugly fight, to be honest, because most of Hopkins' fights are, especially over the last few years. And I just don't really see how Hopkins could win. He just doesn't throw enough punches. He's not active enough. I don't see him knocking out Kelly Pavlik. So pretty much think it's going to be Pavlik by unanimous decision. I don't really know as far as rounds, maybe 8-4, who knows. That's just a complete guess, though. I have no expertise in guessing the rounds or anything. But I'd say Pavlik wins this fight by unanimous decision. From there on out, if Hopkins loses, hopefully he'll retire. He doesn't really have anything left, and I really don't think there's any fights out there anybody wants to see. I know he's talked about fighting Roy Jones Jr., but I just don't think that's really an entertaining fight at this point in time. But if it did happen, I would go with Jones by decision. And Pavlik from here on out, I don't know if he's going to go back to 160. I know everyone wants to see the unification fight with Abraham. I'd love to see that too. So hopefully he'll do that if he stays at 168. I'm not really sure who he'd fight there. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for now. Also, I won't be ordering this fight, so I usually do afterthoughts the day after on the fights, but since I probably won't be watching it till on HBO the next week after, or a week later, I won't be giving my afterthoughts until a week later. I know it's kind of lame, but I don't want to assess a fight or judge it unless I've actually seen it with my own two eyes, not just clips or reading about it. So that's it for now. Like I said, Pavlik by unanimous decision over Hopkins. Feel free to drop an opinion if you agree, disagree, or whatever. Till then, guys, I'm out of here. Bye.